Tomorrow, the City of Calgary will be detailing a plan to rapidly create housing for families in need. The housing crisis has been weighing on social service agencies throughout our city for months now, including the Centre for Newcomers. The centre says it's seeing more people show up with suitcases asking for help to find a place to live. That used to be a pretty rare occurrence, maybe once or twice a month. Now the centre says it's happening almost every day, something people there link to the number of conflicts around the world and Canada's growing international reputation.
Refugee claimants, or the asylum seekers when they come here, are not well supported. So it's not something that's really in our plan of, how do we as a country support the people who are arriving. The plan for immigrations largely does not look at the refugee population worldwide first and foremost. It looks at other things first. And so because of that, our policy at a national level is a bit off.
When people do end up falling through our city's social safety net, homelessness often happens, and that's where folks might meet Chaz Smith. He's the founder of Be the Change YYC, which is a street outreach group here in Calgary. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
So this rings true with you, I know, newcomers ending up unhoused. You raised this issue. How much of an increase in that particular demographic are you seeing on our streets?
Well, over the past few years, we've noticed an increase. The past year, it's been very noticeable. We're interacting with folks in very desperate situations. One in particular on the C-Train platform from Pakistan, and she was crying, and she said she just wanted to go back home, and she couldn't afford to now because she came here.
So Pakistan, where else are they coming from in the world?
We have folks that are from South Sudan. We have had folks from Ukraine, folks from really all over, and they're quite easy to notice because the English barrier is there, and this leads us to the housing crisis that we have been in, and of course folks can't afford their rents and they can't afford to live.
Yeah, why doesn't the system have a place for them to land once they arrive in our country? Is that not being thought of?
I think that there is a system at play here, and unfortunately, it's a system. And just like our social service system, many people fall through the gaps. And when paying for rent becomes unaffordable, many individuals have had hundreds of dollar increases per month this past year. And so folks that are on basic social assistance, that's like $800 a month. That does not afford rent.
They can't do it.
No.
So what's the reaction of these people that they come to Canada for this new life and they find themselves in either precarious housing or unhoused at all? You mentioned the woman from Pakistan saying she wanted to go home. Do you know, did she end up going home?
So we got her somewhere safe. I'm not sure where she is now. This was just a few days ago. I know that, we have had many folks from South Sudan that have left, and there's a language barrier to accessing services, to being able to advocate for yourself, to effectively communicate your needs. It's very sad that folks have come to Canada for a better life and have found that they cannot afford a basic thing like housing. When they come here, often they don't have lots of money, so they're unable to afford to purchase a new home. And then, of course, when you have rents increasing in unprecedented ways that we haven't really seen before, our middle class is struggling as it is to pay for these rents. And of course, you have newcomers that are struggling even more and falling through the gaps in the system.
So winter's coming.
Yeah.
What's the short-term solution for the people you're interacting with?
For us, we're offering food, water, clothing, winter gear, winter jackets. We have snow pants, boots, gloves, hand, feet warmers, and we're encouraging folks to access emergency shelters if they can. We will connect people to the housing list, and of course, there's 10,000 individuals waiting on Calgary Housing's list that are families. We have many thousands checking in regularly on our HMIS system, which is for folks that are unhoused currently. And there isn't a lot of flow because people cannot afford to move out from these services. And if they can't afford to move out, then there's no vacancies. I am excited to see that the city is moving very quickly. Budgets were just in November, and here tomorrow you have an announcement by the mayor of activating 2 new facilities, and that's very quick, I think, for a government, as we know, sometimes can seem slow moving. We have also seen the federal government that just put in over $200 million to Calgary for, affordable housing initiatives. So I'm glad to see that there is some movement. And in the meantime, street outreach teams like us at Be the Change are the ones that will try and keep people alive.
Okay. Well, continue good work. Thanks for coming in to talk to us about it today.
Thank you.